And we are live. Hello, welcome, welcome. If you're coming in from any other platform besides the Facebook group, How to Sell from Stage, join us over here on the Facebook group. I'm going to throw this in the comments here. So go ahead and join us over on this Facebook group. It's private, and soon we will only be going live in the Facebook group. Right now, we're on all of the platforms, but soon we'll only be going live in the Facebook group. So come join us on over there. To make sure that you keep getting these. And I'm going to do a quick post. So,
Are
man,
you?
getting
Well, I'm going to do a quick fence. You do the post, I'll do the fence.
okay.
Who else is stimulated, triggered, respond to different words when they hear them? My brain is always in pun mode, which means when I hear words, phrases, or terms, I instantly see the world as a cartoon where there's a joke possible. Which is kind of what we're going to talk about today. Not about running around like you're a cartoon joke, yet what attitude you bring to every situation you're in. Uh, it's very, very important, especially as a speaker when you're starting to get known. And that is the energy and the mindset and the belief structure you bring to any speaking engagement is how you're going to be remembered, is how you're going to be recognized, and how you're going to be categorized as a person and a speaker. You can't get on stage and say how great life can be, and then as you get off stage, complain about someone that's in your way or that the sound wasn't good enough for you. Because what people remember is nothing to do with your talk, but everything about how you acted after your talk. The lasting impression that's left is, oh, this person's a lot of effort to be around. We have enough problems running a whole event, let alone having a prima donna.
There's a saying that a lot of people might have heard in sales. And the saying is, it's like people will never remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. So, how are
Exactly.
you making people feel at the end of the day? And who are you being nice to? And this is something that Jamie and I both learned in the film industry. So when you hello there, hello, welcome. Uh,
Hello.
Damien Fitz, welcome. Glad you're here.
Hello,
Um,
Damien.
so in the film industry, it's really funny because like I remember working as an extra. When I started working as an extra, and then I got into doing stunts. And so extra work is great because you're the thing is like people hate it. Like people really hate it because it can be very boring. You're sitting in a room for long periods of time. And back then we didn't have cell phones. So I would bring a book and I would sit and I would listen and I would meet people as an extra. And you never knew who you were working with. Like I worked with one time I was as an extra, I went in to go get my wardrobe fitted. The wardrobe guy was doing wardrobe because he was directing on another film and wanted to experience it. I also worked with people that were directors that worked as extras so they could experience what being an extra was.
So when Amy was in the film industry, she started out as an extra. I've also done extra work. Amy was an extra small. I was an extra large.
Oh, is that what you're giggling about?
That's what I was giggling about. And hey, Damien, I'm not sure if you were able to schedule that call time. I know you reached out for us to have a quick chat at some point. Um, definitely definitely use the scheduler, and this goes for everyone. Just because Amy and I jump from one meeting to a next, and so the rare moments that we have spare time are hard to catch. Yet if you put us in the schedule, it pops up on our calendar, and then we make sure that we're available at that time slot. So that's always the best way to connect with us, to ask questions about Jace's programs and some of the other things that he has going on. He's got a special event coming up in November, which is going to be a doozy. And Amy actually has a link with a discount code that you can take advantage of that if you want to. So I also worked in the film industry, and when I was in the movie Street Fighter, I was one of the stunt action extra. Well, stunt performers. I was part of the. I played several roles. I was one of the Bison elite guards. So all the Raul Julia Bison with all his special guys in red that would be running around in his fortress for him all the time. I was there, and I was also one of the Sagat thugs. So the Sagat guy, his mafia kind of big guys that stood behind him. So when I was a Bison elite guard, of course, most of the time I had a helmet on, so you couldn't see that I was playing two separate roles. But that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool movie. A lot of.
And what did you learn about being on set, about being nice to everybody on the set?
Oh, boy. One of the things was one of the guys I was working with, he was an extra, and he was a very quiet, kind of to himself person. And he was actually a screenwriter who had been picked up for his very first film. And he was only working this production as an extra, one, to be on set daily just to see how lighting and camera and first AD, second AD, third ADs, how it all works, because he was a writer, which is a single person creating something for hundreds of people, because there's hundreds of people that create a film. So yeah, we became friends. I'm like,
So if you're really hard to work with and you're being a jerk and you're throwing your weight around, that they take notice, and you're not going to get on another stage if you act like that.
That's right. You're
not going to get on stages if you act like a jerk. It's the same in the film industry. And the reason we bring that up, the film industry, is because it's the same. You never know who's doing what.
Yep.
You never know who's acting how for what. And so it's like, that's the same thing. Like, you go in, you don't know who the sound guy is. You might not know who the promoter is. And if you come in and throw your weight around and be a jerk to everybody, you might be a jerk to the person that's in the ear of the promoter, like me.
Actually, back in the 1940s or 50s, I can't remember the actor's name, but the actor actually worked as a janitor in a high-rise. In fact, he earned enough money to actually buy the high-rise, I believe, but he still worked as a janitor because he thought his acting gig was too good to believe. So just in case it didn't work out, he wanted to have something to fall back on. So if you went into this building and saw the janitor and treated him like snot, you're actually treating the person who owns the building and is a film star like that. And there's millions of people that are looking for his positive praise. So you don't know who the person is that you're going to be connecting to. And this is so important when you start out as a speaker. I remember one of the speaking gigs I got way back. I rock on up and there's like 5 people there. And I'm like, really? I'm like, all right. And they go, well, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. We know the turnout, like, stuff didn't work. I said, no. I'm here to talk. There's people here to listen. Let's do this. So I got up and talked. Those people, one of them worked with the community, or was either friends with, partners with, spouse with, something, but worked with like the community, not the council, but something like the council. And they talked about how great it was. And I got multiple other speaking gigs because of that one talk about, oh, this guy's great. He's fun. He has so much energy. Let's get him over for this. Let's get him over for that. And that just led to one thing, led to another thing, led to another thing. If I rocked up there and went, oh, I don't talk for less than 10 people, I would have missed all those other engagements that came from it. I mean, this is years ago.
Yeah.
Yet the thing is still the same. Human beings are still the same. Human beings like to be heard, like to be seen, like to be appreciated. And if you bring energy to them that is disconnecting, you're also chopping off your own future potentials. If you bring energy to them that's supporting, that's truthful, that's authentic, that's understanding, that's caring, they remember how you made them feel, just like Amy said, and you're the person that is called upon to fill in when someone's not available, which happened to me many times. They're like, hey, Jamie, are you available tonight? Are you available on Friday? Such and such has got sick and we need someone to fill in. I'm like, absolutely. Because I was trusted that if I gave my word, it was true, I would show up and I'd give 100% regardless of the situation. And that led to me living and working all over the world. This little step that you take right now can lead to much bigger opportunities that you're really striving for. So remember.
And the thing is like, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say exactly what you're about to say because we're both on the same path. So you say it, I'm sure.
Well, I was just going to bring up another example. I was working an event. Jamie and I were working an event. And granted, it was a horrible event. And if I had been a speaker at this event, I would have not been happy about the circumstances either.
Yeah.
However, this lady came in and she talked down to everyone around her and especially me. She really talked down to me. And because I was at the front registration. So she just thought I was just a registration person. She didn't realize like I might be working an event, but I'm also often the consultant to the speaker. So I am very much in that speaker's ear. So you might just think I'm the guy moving chairs around at the event, but I really have the speaker's ear, and I'm watching everything that's going on and I'm focused on that speaker getting more sales. So anyway, so she talked down to me. She was awful, horrible. I was trying to be nice to her, trying to help her. But then she also sent an email to the lady that we were working with that event. And she called her on-site staff, specifically me and Jamie, imbeciles and total idiots. So she was really, really rude. And do you think that woman is ever going to get promoted or get a stage with that company ever again?
No.
And I have her on a blacklist. So if she comes across any of our stages, I'm going to let the promoters know. So this woman will never work on any of the events that we're on, right? So
unless there's a huge attitude shift by past record of model events, you be a total ass once, and then you've got to do that. You've got to cleanse that by doing 5 to 7 times that are phenomenal. So it's
like doing a full year of phenomenal show. It takes forever to earn the trust and gain the trust. It takes one time to lose it.
One time.
So
always be prepared when you go to an event and always treat every single person. Be prepared so you're not caught off guard and then you have high emotional stress. Being prepared has the opportunity for you to have a smoother mindset through the experience, and a whole lot of the preparation stuff and practice the stuff Jace teaches you on your delivery and on your core content.
Exactly. And guys, we love it. I went ahead and book a call with one of us if you want to deep dive deeper into your business, and go ahead and grab those tickets for that event coming up in November. The discount code is SFS97. And Jamie, what should they remember?
Remember, folks, it's a tough world out there. Everybody is going through their own little challenge. Yet there's something you can do to make the world a better place. It's as simple as this. Just share a smile. When you share a smile, you uplift them and you uplift yourself. So share a smile with a stranger. And if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
See you guys soon.